Welcome back to Courtroom Chronicles, where real justice meets raw emotion. Today's case is one that truly tests the limits of redemption and accountability. The defendant before the court is a 38-year-old woman, divorced, a mother of two, standing on the edge between rehabilitation and incarceration. This is her first felony, but her story runs deep. A cycle of addiction, grief, and loss that's haunted her family for years. She's lost both sisters and her father to overdoses, and now she's here, hoping for a second chance, praying the system will believe she can change. But as we'll see, the judge isn't easily convinced. Over the next few minutes, you'll hear moments of honesty, contradiction, and a raw confrontation between addiction and accountability. So stay tuned, because this hearing doesn't just test the law, it tests humanity itself.
After reviewing your PSR, just a few things to highlight for the court, so the additional information. She is 38 years old, Your Honor. She is divorced. She has two children, an 18-year-old and an 11-year-old. They're living with her 18-year-old father. Her 18-year-old is going to be graduating high school in New York. If at all possible, she did indicate to me that if there was any way she would like to be present to attend that. Again, in light of our discussions, it seems that may not be likely, but again, there's that factor. She certainly has that motivation to look forward to stay clean. This is her first felony. She has never been to prison before. It doesn't seem like she has a juvenile record other than a self-reported complicity charge. Other than that, there's no other juvenile record, Your Honor. She does not have a valid driver's license. She owes license fees. I asked her, of course, what she does for a living and confirmed that per the pre-sentence report, she is self-employed as an in-home caregiver. Of course, my follow-up question was, how do you get to the homes of the people you're providing care for? She said she takes Uber. I then said, would it not be more beneficial to you to save your Uber money to go towards your fees for your driver's license so that you don't have to continue to rely on Uber to get to that job? She agreed with me. So one of her goals then would be to obtain her driver's license, to obtain her GED. She only completed the 9th grade at Euclid High School, so that is a goal that she'd like to accomplish as well, potentially getting her an opportunity for better employment. She indicated that the individual that she was with at the time she committed this offense was a person that she met at the jail. They exchanged numbers, went shopping together, became friends so that they could abuse substances. So she knows that she needs to make better friend choices. She does take responsibility in that she knows and recognizes she has her substance abuse, so her desire to attend NeoCap and or do another jail treatment program, she's willing to do those things, Your Honor, so that she can better herself and demonstrate to the court that she can leave the drug life behind. She was seemingly brought up in this sort of environment, as evidenced by the death of several of her family members, Your Honor, including her father, who, as I understand, died of an overdose, her two sisters that she's lost. So she's also indicated in the pre-sentence report that she would like some grief counseling. She's never squarely dealt with the death of several of her family members, Your Honor. So she has a lot of things that she'd like to consider. So again, I asked her specifically what her goals were, other than just what the court might hear from many defendants, which is, well, I just want to change or be a better person. When I asked her how she wanted to do that, she did tell me that she did want to increase her education level, get her driver's license back, get a better job, be there for her children, stay away from the people that provide her the opportunity to continue to abuse substances, Your Honor. Furthermore, she is indicated to me that she is in contact with Signature Health at Willoughby with an individual named Nicole Pavella. She wants to continue her involvement with Signature Health. She indicated in her pre-sentence report she wanted to do virtual substance abuse classes. I said, that's not going to fly. That's another reason why you need to get your driver's license. And until then, if you're going to do treatment, you need to get there in person. So she's got a lot of things that she's hopeful to look forward to, Judge, and she understands that the court certainly has every right and intention of sending her to NeoCap, Your Honor. She would just like the court to consider availing itself of all the options available. Thank you.
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? Like,
What do you want?
I would like,
You're sitting here now, I gotta do something, what do you want?
I would like to give the chance to get out and do meetings. I will go to in-person meetings. I will take the bus. I will bust my butt to get my GED, get my license, do meetings, get a sponsor. That's my first and foremost thing, Your Honor, is to get a sponsor to help me do the 12-step, because I've never fully completed the steps. Do IOP, take care of my kids, and further my education so I can get my own business and have an in-home healthcare business. You will not see me back here, Your Honor. I know you've heard that time and time again, but this is my first felony, and this is going to be my only felony.
Not if you keep using drugs.
That's why I want to get the help. I need to get the tools.
What you think you need and what you need are worlds apart.
You're correct. You're right.
And here's where the tone changes sharply. The judge isn't just skeptical, he's surgical. He calls out her logic, her reasoning, even her contradictions. He points out that she's been in jail 77 days, plenty of time to reflect. And yet, moments earlier, she said she'd rather go to prison for 12 months. That single contradiction tells the court volumes about her mindset. It's not just about drugs, it's about decision-making. Judges see this all the time. Defendants who can't distinguish between what they need and what they want. What do you think? Is the judge being too harsh or exactly right?
I mean, up until I walked in here, you wanted to go to prison for 12 months.
That's because I wasn't thinking. I would just jump in the spur of the moment, just thinking,
Well, I mean, how can it be spur of the moment if you've been sitting over there for 77 days?
Because
What have you been doing for 77 days?
I've been going to AA meetings. I've been reading the Recovery Bible. I've been trying to connect spiritually. I've never really had been connected with God. I've been trying to connect and think everything through. Think about what I need to do, what I'm going to do.
All right, so if you've been doing that for 77 days, why did you come in here and say you wanted to go to prison for 12
Because
months?
to be honest with you, I did not think that I was going to be getting NeoCamp.
Well,
I did not think that was going to be a possibility.
what did you think was going to be a possibility?
I thought it was going to be JCP, IOP, probation, and
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, so what's your problem with NeoCap?
From what I've heard, I mean, I don't.
Who have you heard it from?
Inmates and other people, which I shouldn't be listening to. No, I don't have a problem with NeoCamp. It was just I just didn't think that. I don't know. I don't have an answer, Your Honor.
What the problem is, in addition to your abuse of drugs over the last 15 years,
Right.
is your lack of ability to reason, to think through and reason, okay? And that's exactly one of the primary things NeoCap is designed to do. Christ almighty, you jumped out of a car that was moving at least 20 miles an hour. Now, you were either completely screwed up on drugs or have no valid thought process. One of those two things. Probably both. So you need to rewire your brain. And virtual meetings are literally worthless.
That's why I was.
Okay? If you think you can cure this thing by going to meetings and getting a sponsor, then your thinking ain't right.
And IOP.
Well,
And not virtually, I said I'd go in person.
the IOP is only as good as the work that the person puts into it, and then that's only half the battle.
And I'm willing to do all of it.
All right, well, I guess you're gonna be given an opportunity here to rewire your brain. And you're either gonna utilize the opportunity or you're not gonna utilize the opportunity, okay? This half-ass shit don't work,
Right.
okay? So, you decide, I mean, you're 38, right?
Yes, sir.
And your kids are how old?
11 and 18.
And the 11-year-old is in the custody of somebody who isn't even a parent of the 11-year-old.
I know, Your Honor.
Okay? So how screwed up is that? So you can either continue to let it be screwed up or unscrew it up.
That's why I want the opportunity to get out
Now,
so I can do
you'll get
this.
the opportunity, but that's not the question, okay? The question is what you're going to do with the opportunity. Because 95% of the people that run through that seat right there get the opportunity, okay? About 10% of those people who get the opportunity take advantage of the opportunity. So you can be part of the 90% or part of the 10%. But that's up to you.
I understand, Your Honor.
Seleshi?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is reluctantly recommending community control sanctions.
Why reluctantly?
Well, as the court's aware, the defendant has vacillated between prison
Right.
and neocap within the last 5 to 10 minutes that we've been here, and also reluctantly because she's had prior attempts at treatment and, appears to have wasted those opportunities.
A perfectly reasonable reasoning. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, like I said, reluctantly, it is apparent she needs treatment if there's any hope of her succeeding in the future. So we are recommending all the treatment tools available to her: JTP, NeoCap, AA meetings, any other terms this court deems appropriate. There are 77 days credit.
Okay, thank you.
Decision point, Your Honor, also for her.
They don't have that for women.
What?
Yeah. Now, listen, when you sit here and you think about jail treatment and NeoCap and everything else, the first thing that goes through your mind is, that's gonna take me months and months and months, right? Isn't that part of what your reasoning is? Part of why when you came in here, you just wanted to go to prison and get it over with? Isn't it?
Kind of.
Kind of, because that's what all the dipshits over there say, okay? That's what you're gonna get.
One more time, Your Honor. Thank you.
The tension boils over when the judge discovers she's been associating with James Ciccarelli's. The moment he calls that man an idiot, you know the judge's patience is gone. He's not just angry, he's frustrated by the cycle he sees daily. Defendants surrounding themselves with toxic people, then wondering why they can't stay clean. And when her mom breaks down in the gallery, the emotional weight becomes undeniable. This isn't just about one woman's addiction. It's about an entire family's pain.
Sorry for that, Your Honor.
Who is that?
That's a friend of mine.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Yeah.
He's a friend of mine,
I
James.
know, what's his name?
James Ciccarellis.
Okay. Probably shouldn't hang around Ciccarellis, okay? Because he seems to be in the group of dipshits, quite frankly, by the way he conducts himself in here, okay?
I'm sorry for that, Your Honor.
It's not your fault, okay? But it will be your fault if you keep hanging around him, okay? Because he appears to be an idiot,
That's who I'm. If I were you to give me a chance, that's who I'm leaving with. Is my mom.
okay? Your mom's very upset here today.
Very. She's all I am. I'm all she has. She's not doing good health-wise, and I'm all she has.
Then you ought to be more concerned about her than you are about getting high.
See, you're absolutely right, Your Honor. Me sitting in there has been so long. She needs me out there. My kids need me out. I want to prove to you. I know you've heard it time and time again.
Bob, go see if that idiot's still hanging around.
We left out.
You did, okay. All right, I've reviewed the pre-sentence report and the psychological evaluation. Does that guy's name ring a bell to you by any chance?
Yeah, that's who she said she was going to be living with when she gets out.
Oh, that's in
Not-
Euclid?
No,
Okay, that's who you've been living with, right?
no, I live with my mom.
No, I'm in the PSR, you've been living in
The
Euclid.
information she gave us, that's where she,
Right.
that was her residence.
Okay.
And then she told me that's where she was going back. So
Okay, all right. So I considered the pre-sentence report, the psychological evaluation, I've considered what you have told me, what counsel has told me. And I've considered all the provisions in 29, 29, 11, 12, and 13. I'm going to place you on community control for 3 years. You're going to serve 122 days with credit for 77. The last 30 days, you're going to go into the jail treatment program. You're going to complete it. You're going to follow the recommendations. Then you're going to go to NeoCap, complete it, and follow the recommendations. So those 2 first steps are very important, okay? Because that's going to give you the information you need to know in order to change your habits of drug ingestion and change your habits of thinking, okay? After that, you're going to go to a sober living facility for a minimum of 6 months. You're going to get a mental health evaluation, which you'll probably be able to get at NeoCap, and follow those recommendations. Because you need to deal with all this stuff that's happened in your past. Because if you don't learn to deal with it, then you'll be back where you are.
All that time, sir,
Right. Here we go. Channeling the dipshits over here.
it's not channeling the dipshit, sir. That's
It's what?
that's more time than what I'd be getting for prison.
Here we go again. Here we were back to where we were 25 minutes ago.
But to be honest with you, sir, that's the truth.
What is the truth? Of course it's the truth.
Take me to prison.
Of course it's the
Send me to
truth.
prison.
You're to go to only one doctor, one dentist, and one pharmacy for
That's fine.
medication. You're to take your medication as prescribed.
That's fine.
And you're going to get a
Yep.
valid driver's license, full employment. You're going to go to at least 3 AA or NA meetings a week and get a sponsor and pay the cost and supervision fees. If you violate, then I'll send you to prison for 12 months.
Can you please send me to prison?
Anything else, Ms. Alessi?
Just the forfeiture of the items, Your Honor.
Forfeited?
Thank you.
Mr. Mulkey?
Not at all, Your Honor, thank you.
And that's how this emotional sentencing ends, with hope, hesitation, and a final warning from the bench. The judge didn't just hand down a sentence. He handed her a roadmap out of destruction. Whether she takes it or not, that's entirely on her. This case is a reminder that sometimes the toughest love comes wrapped in second chances. So what do you think? Did the judge make the right call? Or should she have served time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown as gripping as we did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more real courtroom reactions, and share this video to keep the conversation going. Until next time, this is Courtroom Chronicles, where justice gets real.